EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Now Jones. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw from his end zone. Manuel out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Off the bootleg. Manuel. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pickens. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Manuel. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Pickens. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Manuel. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Pickens. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He's got room past the 30. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The Colts had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Number 38. Hey, man.
On 1st down, Pickens. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st down, Manuel. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Up the middle they go. Pickens. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down, Manuel. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. Able to slither by. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Going quickly out to the right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And this time he is in. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manuel, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down. Manuel. Going to throw right side here. Complete. On 1st and 10. Manuel. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Hey, no steal.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to work. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Detroit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now stands at 13.
Lions 20, Colts 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Jones throwing on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Well, let's call that a less than ideal play on 1st down.
No doubt about that one, because That was a situation of just digging a deeper and deeper hole for himself, and it ended up a big-time loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chase Claypool, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Manuel. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Taylor will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Jones keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Mac Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Manuel. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Manuel. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. Touchdown, Colts! Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, Pickens. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Off the bootleg. Manuel. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Manuel. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready.
On second down now, Pickens.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 165 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready?
On first down, Manuel. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Ultra.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion. And they are unable to. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Back to Taylor on first down. Oh, nice move. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What an excellent run. And from the beginning, the defense just looking a little forward, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Escaping the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Manuel. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Yards to go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He's got the first down and more than that. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Manuel. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Manuel. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Manuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 34. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game, and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
41 yards.
and the Colts have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal, now they need to pull the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, one which where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Manuel. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.